Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just How I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we took care of Ritatin and also, we basically started Operation Archon. And today we're gonna go and hopefully, probably, finish it. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm Castor Meridianum and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter with the Ultima weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all. But the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see this deed done, and Merlewhip and Kane are of the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, we must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who value their life at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught, they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you were off. We have work to do, both of us. See that your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He waits you with the Enterprise at the cerulean processing plant. May Rolger grant you strength. Where did that man go? Well, he just fell to the floor, which is apparently normal. In this world, falling to the floor is normal, yes. I feel like I'm playing... Dark Souls 1 again. Oh, hey! Grenades. But, whatever. I'll deal with the rest of my hunting log at a later point. That is not important right now. Look at all these freaking weapon covers. Item level 49. Pugh. Pathetic. Disgusting! Sorry. That one was too... I couldn't believe it. Right. The Enterprise at your disposal. When you're ready to head for the Praetorium, you need only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the Ultima weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hopes of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion would not dare to move against us, barring the discovery of further elegant doomsday device, that is. Let's be on our way, Lyn. Gaius and his plaything awaits. Alright. Off we go. Into the Praetorium. I guess I'll have to wait a little bit. No insta-pop this time, Sag. Alright. Commence. Commenceth the duteous. To pisseth off of the peopleth. Because the Praetorium is the slowest out of all MSQ things. At least in my humble opinion. Right. Let me go and do my greetings to people. Stand on it, the Praetorium. I recognize this music constantly. Yeah, I've done this one too many times. So here we are. The Ultima weapon will almost certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. First time here. Not for me. Definitely not for me. I've been here one too many times. This is it, my friend. Ah, the new one at least. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do an slash. Right. Off we go. Ready to kill some fools. Yeah, we don't get to skip this time, I think. So this used to be one of those dungeons where you would just like run past everything and ignore everything. It was so bad, man. It was so bad. But now it's really good. And I like it a lot. Let's take the van. What? Which van? Let's go wait for my compatriots. Whoopsie. That was a little bit of a mistake. And that's all that's gonna be here, so. I wanted to pull more, but this is all I get. I really like that freaking astrology glove. I think I'm about to get that one too. I think that's like the animal weapon from Heaven's Word. Looks freaking cool, that's for sure. Alright, this way. Alright. Can I pull more? I used Berserk at such a bad time. Oh yeah, I can. Alright, there we go. Use my cooldown, because otherwise I'm pretty dang sure that I'm gonna die. I have the utmost faith in my healer, but when a man pulls too much, it's not gonna end well. Holy crap, that's a lot of fire. That's a lot of fire and smoke and me not being able to see a thing. All these freaking Magitek Reapers. You know what I need? I need the freaking Monado to cut through steel. There we go. The Mekon! Right. And I can use the Magitek Transporter. There used to be an entirely other section, but that has been surgically removed. Now it's time for another long cutscene. Time for me to read again. Because this isn't voice acted, although it should. Honestly. When the text would advance. Gaius. Ah, Sid, my boy. You're late. There is something I was meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come now, Sid, you must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in his thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhap sensing that something was amiss, your father confided to me all the regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Early on in your career, he realized that while you had the talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes, and the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though he could not let it show. You ripped open walls in this place just so you could say this to me. What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I've long known my destiny and assure you it lies not with the Empire. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? With your powers joined to mine, we might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in a lasting peace. Power stance. No, and I can expect no better answer than this. So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you are too dangerous to be let to remain. Run, Sid. Or stay, it makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius, wait! Damn it! Alright. Time to deal with your boy, the Magitech, the Mark II Magitech Colossus. I once again screwed up my freaking... Wow. I keep screwing up my opener as a warrior. I have no idea why. Nice. Well, actually, I do know why, because I was used to like always just using Berserk at the beginning of battle instead of waiting until I had my strength left. Alright. Maybe I should use a cooldown for this. This guy hits harder than I expected. Would, however, be nice if I got, like, you know, aspected benefic or something. I don't get no regen. Ouchies. I guess I'll use another cooldown then. Since this... There we go, aspected heal here. Well, it's something, I guess. If you're wondering why I'm asking for aspected benefic, it's because it's just a regen effect. As a white mage and astrologian, keeping a regen effect on your tank at all times is nice. It helps. It helps both you, like it helps both the healer and the tank. So, right, this will just teleport us. Used to be an elevator that took us down, but no more. Right, now get ourselves magic armor. Magic armor. It is our Magitech armor, to be precise. It has survived. Can you imagine there used to be a lot more cutscenes in between this? Yeah. That's what that was. It was bad, is what it was. That much I can guarantee. Kaboom. And now we get to use our Magitech Reaper to actually kill things. I'm just gonna keep running. I don't want to turn around. Or the gunfire. Or the missiles, whatever. You can two-shot most things with a shot from, like with the Magitech cannon shot. Die. There you go. It also used to be if you lagged behind in this, nobody would stop and they would just continue going without you. Like I am doing now. Right. Now the Proto Ultima arm. Just want to kill it. So satisfying. Oh wow, jeez, that was fast. Well, I guess all four of us are here now, actually. Supposed to just being two of us. Just the two of us. Wow. I love it when I just get one shot. Nice. Shoot him. Shoot it. There we go. And then we have the Kermit's blast door. Blastoise! That's always what I have to think of when I say blast. Right. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You'll need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did at Castor Meridianum. The armor score is likely to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if you want to press on. Now listen well. Press to control, engage auxiliary, and then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. Fire! You're natural at this. All right, the way is clear. But it's just you and on your own 2 feet now, so be careful. So be careful. Off we go. Yes, one person lags behind. Still. Our healer, for that matter, which is kind of annoying. You've been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Is someone there? Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem this savage land agrees with you. The highest-ranking tribunus of the 14th. It was you all this time. Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? Oh, what? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measures, I was the more talented of the two of us, yet that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as a young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas Nan Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend, your reputed genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel second-rate. I, who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Never failed to excel, why it is only to be expected. Yet when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people will proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Sid Nan Bloody Garland. There, I don't know what to say. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Bales are fit to offer you a place at his side. And this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him after all these years? Why, no. He did not. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Lord Van Baelsar is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you? Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you, every move you have made, every step you have taken. You have felt icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for use in the Ultima weapon. Should I succeed, Lord Van Baelsar will surely take notice. Beside this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Now off we go. Time to deal with Tribunus number 3. Alright. That's spine shatter. That sounds fun. Bonk. This, my friends, is a stack marker, which means that you need to stack with the entire group to share the damage. Otherwise, it's going to do a heckin' amount of damage. Hey, can I please get a heal? I mean... Activate. This is gonna activate the Magitech Deathblow, yeah. Which is not really my job to take care of, so... I also don't want to move him too far away. Augmented Uprising. Let's go and move you away. Oh, son of a bitch. That's a little bit annoying. Let's go and move over this way. Get away from that, so that people can hit you in the back. Oh, and then it just goes to the middle. This effect is going to knock you away. That's what this means. So you want to get close to him, so you don't get knocked into the barrier. Into the lightning. Because that's going to do some damage. Wheel of Suffering. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bum. 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 And down it goes. This changes nothing. The Ultima weapon is activated and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Wow, this person is huge. Oh, you're right. What of Nero? Fled? Damn it. In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge coming from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed blockade of Castrum Sentry. What hands they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that's left is to destroy the Ultima weapon. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if you lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? Alright, off we go. Oh my god. This Rogadin woman is freaking insanely huge. Well, I did, you know, make my character the smallest that she can be, I think. Alright, and thus we continue. I think it's voice acting now, so don't have to talk anymore.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon. Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection lost much.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead. though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well at Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
I still really like Gaius and his freaking speech over here. There's a lot of funny things about the speech because you hear it a million times, but it's still a pretty good freaking speech. All right, Gaius van Beelda. Time for a fight. Horrida Bella. I've done this fight only a couple of times, and I've never tanked in this fight, I think. Like the new fight, so I don't really know. I'm just good. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, okay, now I know I'm just good. Now I know it. Phantasmata. Right, there's this. So I move over this way. Why is this healer just like so not interested in healing me? You know what I'm really waiting for? I'm just waiting to die. I'm just waiting for me to get like one shot at some point. It's not gonna happen though. They're just gonna keep me at low health because fuck me. This is a really good song. I like this a lot. There's a remix later on too. In a different fight. Right, that's right. Alright, another Phasma something. Go a little bit more this way. Another one of those stackers. Stackers. Collecting stickers! Well, that kind of means something else in my static. Collecting stickers is something else. Alright. And now this happens. Blade energy is building. So we gotta kill this dude. Like this phantoms. Before it is too late. Otherwise we'll die. Alright, just wanna go. Alright, next one. Yeah, I'm just going, like, that one DPS can take care of that one. It doesn't matter too much if you, like, all gang up on one, it's not necessary. Hand of the Empire! Oh boy. Excuse me. Right. Is it, though? That looks cool. Kaboom! Nice. Kaboom again. Horrida Bella! And down it goes. Kaboom. Attains level 71. I wish.
I had not thought to be so hard pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
It's just a really cool fight now. I love it. Alright. And that should normally be all. GG. Oh, there are no party members, as I expected. They all left. As they should. There we go. Alright. I got a player commendation. Yay! It's just me. Don't ever talk to me or my son again.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not.
And then the Porta Decumana is now accessible. This is cool. I like it. Right. And this, my friends, is a trial. There we go. And I will once again wait to get myself in this thing. Alright. Off we go to our next duty. Should be the final one though. Well, I would say that, but I guess somebody decided to withdraw. And now we have to wait even more. Well, he sounds like, we have to wait 5 minutes. Whoa. When you're a DPS, you usually have to wait like 20 minutes to get anything done. Whatever. I'll be right back again, I guess. You know what I really love? Like, removing my hoodie, or being busy with removing my hoodie, and then the queue pops. Like, oh god. Okay. Whew. My god, it's really hot in here. Jesus. Alright. The battle versus the Ultima weapon.
Bear witness to the true power of the Ultima weapon.
Oh, I need to click. I'm so used to it going automatically. Alright, off we go. Time to kick some butt. Look at that, there's a lot of people just doing it for the first time. doing all these new duties. Or the new forms of the old duties. Alright. So, he is gonna go through different to different primals. So he's gonna begin with Titan. Summon Titan to do a big ol' attack, or in Fury. And now Titan is gonna do a couple of attacks. Like that one over there. Where he falls from the heavens to crush us. Geo Crush. And then he also does Landslide. And then the Ultima weapon does Landslide. And then they do this, which I don't remember the name of. What's it called again? This is called Upheaval, I think. Another one of those. And then we get a Granite Interment. As we get Entombed in Earth. And then we get the help of Hydaelyn herself. The power of Hydaelyn. Now which triumph thou must look to the light. With the blessings of light. And the Ultima weapon loses his control over Titan. I love this freaking music. This game is amazing music. And now it's time for Garuda with Aerial Blast. So anyway, I started blasting. Let's go to the middle because he's about to do Eye of the Storm, which makes it so that the outer side of the arena is kind of a danger zone. And then depending on where Garuda spawns, you have a couple of safe spaces. That Black Mage must feel so much pain right now. Having to move around as a Black Mage, oh my god. And then we have her spawning over there, so we go this way. Point the boss away from my friends, as is the base rule as a tank. Right, just gonna go back over there. And here's a Vortex Barrier. And Headsman's Wings. Naught can pierce the raging tempest. How sure are you about this, buddy? Because I have a goddess friend helping me out. I wonder if I can continue my my combo even. I think so. Yep. Nice. There we go. That is the essence of Garuda torn from the Ultima weapon. I love how I'm doing this like one-handed, by the way. I'm not even using my mouse a lot of the time. Now we got Hellfire. So another right wide. For lots of damage. And then we get to deal with Radiant Plume, which is also a mechanic from the ffXIV fight. And then it's gonna use that, which I don't know the name. I don't think it has a name. Well, it might, but whatever. Falcon Burst, there we go. It pushes us away, and then we go back to the middle to be safe. That is the Ultima weapon without its primal power.
But the Ultima weapon is all-powerful! Why does my enemy still stand? Can her strength truly be so great?
I've never heard it say her, because I'm so used to hearing him.
It is the blessing of
Or his.
light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Jesus. Freaking window again.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
La Brea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. And from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Off we go for the second phase of the Ultima weapon. Such the chat. 2 people saying such devastation. It's a meme. It's a Final Fantasy XIV meme, and I do like it though. She's also using the giant skull stuff. That's cool. That's such devastation. This was not my intention. It's a little bit goofy, but whatever. I like it. Alright, it's Tank Buster time. Tank Buster camp. There we go, homing lasers. Some stuff at the DPS and healers need to deal with. And then back to me. Homing ray. Just move them away from other people. So that you don't overlap them. Because that's gonna kill people. Tank Purge, AoE. It's everybody. Also get the listeners banger of a song. Then Etheric Boom. I'm gonna use Arm Sling so I don't get knocked back. There we go. I don't get knocked back, but I still need to go and take one of these orbs. If those orbs collide, I think we're gonna have issues. I don't know what happens, because it's never happened before, but... it's in any case not gonna be good, that's for sure. Citadel Buster, laser in front of him. Magitek Bits, which will do that. We have 2 modes, at least at the moment. Yeah. I feel so bad for anybody who plays Black Mage, because it's such a pain in the butt. Because when you have to move, like, yeah, it's so bad if you have to move when you're a Black Mage. Right, go to the middle. Because there we take the least amount of damage from these vicinity things. Another Citadel Buster, which is easily avoided. More homing rays, which is not so easily avoided. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna take some damage. Whatever, I'm a tank, I can do it. I just didn't want to go to the rest of the party, because that would have been really bad. I think I got hit with another one of those laser things, but whatever. Once again, these are the privileges you have as a tank. Where you can just kind of take damage and not really care too much, usually. Here's Reprisal again to lower the damage of that AoE on everybody. How long is it? It's 2 minutes, that's quite a long time. Didn't feel that long. Right, another set of Magitek Bits have appeared. Do something like this. Another freaking Citadel Buster. And I think we're supposed to go to the corner now, yeah. The corner is a safe place now. Alright, and then back to the middle. Kaboom. And another Tank Buster. Boom. Boom. Yeah! I'm definitely noticing like the decrease in overall damage when you're at like lower item levels. Because this battle would already be kind of going into its final point at this point. But it isn't now, that's for sure. I'm gonna move away so people have more space to move. It's gonna be more of the same really at this point. Alright, stack it up. And now it goes to the middle. Where Ultima gets activated again. by the power of light, or the power of Hydaelyn, we can now use an LB3. So it's DPS LB3 time. Kaboom. And then we finish him off for the rest. And bam! Well, bam over here. Done. Cutscene time. Oh yeah, I can actually move. I keep forgetting I have to actually forward these myself.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Duty complete. The Ultima weapon is gone. Alright, everybody left. Because it's just the way it goes. Got 2 player recommendations.
Pathetic.
Oh yeah, I actually get to advance these also. These used to belong to the
You boasted of
other
unrivaled
thing.
power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
Alright. This used to belong to the other thing too. I could just talk to him. Yep. There we go. It's gonna be one of these, an instance. Ooh, I'm interested.
It is past time your flame was extinguished, bringer of light.
Alright. Well, let's see what this is gonna be like. Used to be a joke before. It's probably not gonna be a joke now. It's gonna be interesting now. Kick his ass. Ba-da-bum. Ancient Fire 3. Yeah, might want to use Rampart for that one. Dark Thunder. Oh boy. End of Days. Sounds like fun. Nightburn. Damage, death, and HP recovery are reduced. Fire Sphere. I think I'm gonna leave. I don't know why, but I get this feeling that I kind of want to leave. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a good feeling to go by. Ancient Eruption. Oh god. Oh god. Fluid Flare. That sounds interesting. Ancient Cross. Okay. I guess I'll go this way then. Ah, crap. This way. Fire Sphere. Again. Yeah. So it's repeating itself. I do feel like this battle's gonna take like half an hour. At the rate that it's going right now. Burst Flare. Let me go and just stay over here so I don't get knocked back too far. Grip of Night. Illusory Creation. Oh! Okay. Now we get double. Okay, yeah. I recognize this spell. Double allows him to double cast a spell. So every spell he casts is gonna be cast double. Which does so much damage. Holy shit. Fires of Creation arise. Huh? Oh. Laborious Power! Alright, gotta destroy these arcane spheres. Oh god. There's a vast amount of magics. Or vast amounts of magic, whatever. That's pretty dang cool and all, but I'm not particularly known for my damage, so... I don't know about you, but I feel kind of in danger. Oh god. I'm gonna use a cooldown. Dark Meltdown. Is this gonna kill me? That would be so funny. That would be so funny. I used the cooldown, but it probably already ran out. I wonder how far I could have made it. Oh, it's so stupid that I didn't make the DPS check. Also, this is like a Super Saiyan stuff over here. That's interesting. Alright, buddy. This time I actually get to fight. That's just so stupid. Well, let's do it. No. The thing is, the game gave me a chance to do a lot of stuff for a long time, so... I get triple cast. It is a little bit unfortunate, I feel, that you have to rely so much on Heidelin's power in these fights, but I guess it does make a lot of sense. Oh my god, I can move really fast. This is so cool! I love this. I love this so much. Wow. Oh boy. Ba-bum. Ba-bum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Some more Dark Thunder. I think I should be safe around here somewhere. Alright, more Phantom Lahabreas. More of you! Ugh. Meh. I love how fast I move. Man, this is so cool. Ancient Eruption. Oh, right. There we go. This episode is so long and it's not even done yet. Oh well, I guess the finale episode always takes a long time. Jesus, my freaking window again. My god.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
What?
Are you ready for one of the weirdest scenes in the game? It's so goofy. Especially that. Oh my god, I feel like I'm playing Sonic Colors, I think. It also ends in the same-ish way.
It binds them. They are too many.
Lahabrea's voice actor in 1.0. Good. Nice. I really like Lahabrea's voice actor. So good. Does an amazing job.
And so my conquest ends, Cid. In smoke and ashes.
Hear, feel, think. Warrior of light, beloved daughter. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee. Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
She's still in there.
Cid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
She's going to make it, I know she is.
Ida is right. We must have faith.
Cid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light her way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou wouldst see thy companions return safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Oh!
Yay! Our Warrior of Light.
Yes! The hero returns!
Look! Thancred is with her!
Thank the 12!
Thank Hydaelyn.
Welcome home.
I'm not gonna lie, the ending to this game is kind of weird. Well, it's very tropey, I would say. But aside from that, it's nice. It's cool. Especially the fights, though, my god. Although I'm really sad that I lost to the Habrea, but... Eh. Sometimes you just suck at the game, I guess. I just didn't have enough DPS, so I couldn't deal with those dang orbs.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless, for now, we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
Friends, the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victories serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartino. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them. by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The 7th Astral Era is come, and thus is ours a realm reborn.
So now I get the other credits with some amazing music. So I'm gonna let you enjoy this music. This is a music from the thing that will come up later on. I'm gonna let you enjoy the credits. If you're interested, at the end of the credits, I will go and use, like I'm gonna finish off the final freaking quest and get the rewards from it. And then I'm also going to go and use a Fantasia to go and change my character. So I'll show that off at the final part of this video. If you're only interested in that, just skip forward to the end, but I would definitely like to recommend listening to this banger of a song. So I'll be right back.
Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive. trust unto tomorrow. In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow. Yet in one fleeting moment for anew it doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know.
What? Meteor survivors? Oh! I see. These are all of the people that were playing 1.0. I don't think I've ever actually seen this before, but this is really cool. So yeah, just an entire list of all the people who are still playing 1.0. I'm gonna skip that. And a special thanks also. Maybe I should I start skipping? I don't know, depending on how long this is gonna take. I don't know. I don't think, yeah. Yeah, no. Mr. Headshot. I also accidentally opened up my chat at some point. So that's a little bit annoying, because that's gonna be in the cutscene now. So I guess I'll be blocking this. Nah, whatever. There's probably a button to press to remove it, but I do not know it. I also totally forgot that there was more story after the freaking credits. Oops. This video is really long. Holy crap.
What is it?
What was that? That roar. It can't be. Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Bahamut stirs. I guess I'm gonna be talking anyway. Because these people like to talk in their funky language. As will the others ere long. It is not a question of whether Eorzea's champion shall yield, but of when. Nice hairstyles. And with each passing moment, we draw closer to the reckoning. To the one true God. To Zodiark. I hate that my chat is in here now. Fuck. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. Okay. Ah yes, I get dumped in here. And I get people clapping for me! Yay! All the people you know and love. This game is so goofy. It only does it in a realm reborn, by the way. It doesn't do it anywhere else. It's so weird. Alright, Minfilia. And Alphino. Doho? Not. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern only observed once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. Yet our struggle continues, and we need you now, no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. As I get myself the armor identification key to have the Magitech thing as a mount, and a Fantasia, which allows me to change my character. Haha. Also flying unlocked. Yes. So now all of these things. And mount speed has also increased in a lot of different places. Right, flying mounts. Every mount can fly. As simple as that. Alright, let's go and use this thing. And now... wait. Grant single opportunity to edit your appearance in the character creation screen upon your next login. Grant you a single opportunity to edit your appearance in the character creation screen upon your next login. I'm going to use this. You can re-edit your character's appearance and background, remove all gear and accessories, then log out. Okay. So remove all gear and accessories. No, stop. Stop it. I cannot unequip that, but... all gear and accessories, I guess weapon doesn't count. Alright, let's go and strip, because the game wants me to, question mark. And let's go and log out. I've never done this before, so I have no idea how this works. I'm a little bit confused, not gonna lie. Okay. If you wish to edit, if you wish, you can edit your something. So how can I, where can I, who, what? Cancel and access subcommand menu. Cancel and access, right, so, cancel. Right click, I see. Re-edit character. I said wish to alter your character's appearance, as decision exclusive hairstyles or face paint patterns will be unavailable. Okay. Depending on the race you selected, certain hairstyles and helmets will be unavailable. You may log in with this character as is. Okay. No. Let's see. Appearance. Let's see. Bust size. Large. No. Let's see. The thing I wanted to go and change was the eye color. That is, by the way, that is literally all I wanted to change. Nothing else. Just the eye color. Let me see if I can find the eye color that I would like. The thing is, it's very, like, not noticeable, actually. Unless if I go with something, like, really light. So I'm not sure if I want to... I want to get some kind of blue going, but it's surprisingly difficult to get, like, the type of blue that I want. That's more like on the green side. This is, like, really dark already. I guess this works. Now the limbal ring color. Can I change this, or should I change this? Is the bigger question. It's not about can I do it, it's more about should I do that. I really want to get this correctly, because this is my only chance. Wait, I can also change the iris. No, I think eye shape. But then it turns into like these, but I wanted to see if I can change. So iris size is literally just like large or small. That doesn't really change what I wanted to. Let's see. So hairstyles. And then you have like the different faces, but yeah. Oh my god, no. Big, massive no. I don't think I will. I'm fine as is. So yeah, white eyes would be very weird, I'd say. It's kind of difficult getting, like... I wanted her eyes to pop a little bit more, but it's going to be kind of difficult to do that, actually. That's what the limbal rings are for, I think. To get that just black eyes. Because even the white eyes... Well, the white eyes make you look like a demon, which is not really what I want. I'm going to change like the environment so I have like a better idea of what it would look like. I guess this would work for me, right? The thing is, even if I go with like blue, which... These colors are very weird. Why are these colors so weird? Why can it not simply be blue? Look at this. It's like all colors except blue. It's like green. This is the bluest as it can be, but it's still like grayish. Is it because of the race I am? There's also like golden eyes and all that jazz. Very interesting. Because I feel like a beautiful color of blue on my personal character, but for some kind of reason it is very difficult for me to do that on this character. My god. Look at this. So, that looks like something hellish. I think I like this though. Another thing I want to go and take a look was mouth. But I think this is the best mouth. Yeah, this is the one I like the most. You have lip color, other features, face paint. I think the rest is all still very, very much fine. Okay, cool. Yes, my friends, I used my Fantasia, so I could change my eyes. Yes. No, I don't want to do that. Fuck that. No. There we go. Yes, I know. You're happy that you now have eyes which fit you a little bit better. Okay, yeah, that works. That works a lot better. Nice. Look like freaking Sephiroth in a certain way. Weirdly enough. Let me go and log back in so I can put on some clothes, so that... I don't know. So that it's less confusing if I open up my ffXIV. Was there anything else I wanted to do? I don't think so. Because I finished the quest, I got the thing, I changed my character. I didn't even know that I needed to log out for this. I guess it kind of makes sense that you would have to, but... I did not know. It all happened unbeknownst to myself. Alright. And let's go and actually go and, equip my clothes again. There we go. Yep, this is it. I like this. Okay, my friends. That, however, is gonna conclude this episode of Just How I Was Playing Final Fantasy XIV. Next episode, my friends. You think that we're gonna continue with the story? Ha! No. Since we have unlocked the magical ability to fly, it means that from next episode onwards, I'm gonna first grab all of the jobs. I'm gonna unlock all of the jobs. And then we're gonna go and do basically all the side quests. I'm gonna go from town to town dealing with all the side quests as I can. Like from region to region, basically. So yeah, prepare for that one. Because that's gonna take some time. Well, it depends. I'm not sure how long it actually is gonna take, but we'll see how it goes. Goodbye.